and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do something completely different than the video I did yesterday, because that's what I said I was going to do. Yeah, so fuck it if you don't like it, just don't watch the video. Actually, no, please do watch the video, because I think you'll find it informative either way. So, today we're going to go over the books that I think you should be reading as a young man, coming from a young man. I'm 15, so here we go. Now, the first book I'm going to talk about is a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It is basically just a book about, being more confident and not really caring about, what people think of you. And this is sort of just how it, that can help you, do the things you want to do in life, like making this YouTube video. I think this actually helped, or my YouTube channel, because I think this actually helped me a lot, because before I was really worried, someone from my school finds it and make fun of me. Now I don't care, and I'm doing it, and I got views on my other videos, so I'm hoping that this video gets views too, and I think it will. And yeah, so I definitely highly recommend this book. And yeah. And the second book is actually by the same author as the other one. It's Everything is Fucked, a book about hope. And it's just basically a book about that, it basically tells you to be honest with yourself. And it's a book about hope. It's a book about, maybe, obviously our world is pretty screwed up right now, just everything that's going on with the crazy leftist people, and and of course the Russia-Ukraine war and the pandemic that happened not too long ago. And this is just a book about how we're going to get out of that, and we might have to change the way we think about the world, but in the end we will get out of it, and this world may not become a better place, but it'll be a place that we can all live and function in. So I definitely think you should read this. Who Moved My Cheese is a very interesting book. It's literally a book about these mice that go through a maze, and how how these two pair of mice never find what they're looking for, and the other ones eventually do. But what it's actually about is decision making. It's about decisions that you can make in business, and how your decisions impact how long it will take for you to do something, and things like that. And also, this book is very good if you have a shit attention span, because it only takes an hour to read, but it's very, very helpful. And it helped me with actually this helped me with school a little bit more than this, but definitely highly recommend. David and Goliath. Now, this book I really enjoyed. It has a lot of stories in it, which is very nice, but also it really is a book about how you can react to opposition in your life, and how you can actually use it to your advantage, and how you can and it just sort of changed. It actually really changed the way I thought about the world, and how I thought, I just had a disadvantage, but it actually taught me that I can work around those disadvantages, and having a disadvantage might actually give me an advantage, because I know what it's like to be at a disadvantage point. And some people who don't know what to be like to disadvantage, the moment they come within just a little bit of opposition, are like, oh my god, what do I do? But reading this book has taught me that I'll know what to do, and that I also won't have that problem in the future. So yeah, definitely read this. Now, this book I'm not actually quite done reading. I have one more chapter left, but it's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And to be totally honest, it's a little bit self-explanatory. It's about the 7 habits that highly effective people utilize, and so I definitely would recommend this. It's been very good so far. I'm on the last chapter. It really has taught me a lot, and I wouldn't explain it all, but I just want you to read the book instead, because I think it's important. Also, my generation sucks at reading, so you guys should read. So this book I'm also in the process of reading, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. It's basically a book about, this book is a little more interesting actually, because it's basically a book about focus, but it also tackles a bunch of how you can fix mental illnesses like anxiety, depression, things like that. And as someone that has kind of suffered from anxiety for the rest of my whole life, I'm still in the process of reading it, but so far I found it very, very helpful. And I hope to take what I learned from this, and if I have any other issues in the future, to help definitely utilize what I learned in this book for those things as well. So yeah, definitely pick this up. Now, this book I haven't actually read yet, but I'm planning to read when I'm done with those other two. The Model Thinker. And I'm just going to read the back. Like I said, I haven't read the book, so I'm just going to read the back of the thing. Our world is awash with data, but as anyone who's ever opened a crowded spreadsheet knows, numbers aren't enough. We need models to understand what data mean. In The Model Thinker, Scott E. Page offers the answer: many model thinking. By applying multiple diverse frameworks, so we can achieve greater insights than by applying only one. Indeed, using many models enables us to create a hierarchy from data through information and knowledge to wisdom. Page teaches us how and when to apply 25 broad classes of models, including random walks, entropy, and Markov chains in a user-friendly and highly readable way, culminating in an explanation of how to use the multi-model approach to understand COVID-19, the opioid epidemic, the entrenched inequality. The model thinker provides a toolkit for businesses, people, students, pollsters, bloggers to make them better, clearer thinkers on the issues they face. Now, I would consider myself a blogger, so I'm definitely going to be reading this. And also, you can tell this is fairly recent because it talks about COVID-19, so that's another reason I want to read this. Actually, I think it came out in 2021, so relatively recently compared to these other books. But definitely read the other ones too. So finally, I'm going to go over other books that I plan to read that I haven't gotten to read yet because I don't have them in my possession. So hopefully I'll order them in the next couple weeks. These are all just recommendations from like YouTubers and stuff I watch, like, you know, self-help people, things like that. And I'm just going to read them off. I'll have the list somewhere on the screen, probably like over here somewhere. So yeah, let's see. Here they are. Psycho-Cybernetics, Reality Transurfing, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, Atomic Habits, Essentialism, The War of Art, Millionaire Fastlane, The Way of the Superior Man. So I understand that's a book about, you know, how to be a man, which sounds wonderful. Deep Work, Outwitting the Devil, and Improving Your Social Skills. Because I have friends, but I also want to get girls, and I think that's going to help a lot. So if you want to get girls, it'll probably help too. Or if you just don't have friends and you're some of those like SJWs and who just like jerks off, watch porn all the time, stop watching porn, read that book. I'm sure it'll help. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you take the book recommendations I made in this video to heart and go on Amazon or something like that and order them. And if you have any other book recommendations for I should read, or you think other people who watch this video should read, leave them in the comments. I will hopefully pin them if I see them. And yeah, and if you want to see another video of me that is different, it's about the MLS All-Star Game. I posted that video yesterday, so you should go and watch that too. And yeah, peace, and like, subscribe.